After Adam and Eve stepped out of the Garden of Eden, the world around them felt different. The air was colder, the ground was harder, and life no longer moved with effortless ease. For the first time, they felt the weight of responsibility to plant, to work, to protect, to learn how to live in a world that no longer sheltered them. Yet, even outside the garden, God did not abandon them. His presence was quieter now, more distant, but still near, like a gentle echo reminding them that they were not alone. As time passed, Adam and Eve had 2 sons, Cain and Abel. Abel grew to love the fields, the animals, the simple rhythm of caring for life. Cain, on the other hand, worked the soil, turning seeds into crops, harvesting what the land would give. Both brothers brought gifts to God. Abel brought the best of his flock, the tender, unblemished lambs. Cain brought produce from the fields, but God saw their hearts, and Cain's heart was troubled. His offering lacked sincerity, lacked warmth. It was duty, not love. When God accepted Abel's gift but rejected Cain's, something dark woke up inside Cain. Anger, jealousy, a silent storm growing where peace once lived. One day, while the brothers walked alone in the open field, Cain rose up against Abel and ended his life. The first death in human history, the first moment when a brother's hand turned against a brother, and then God's voice came. "Where is your brother, Abel?" Cain answered, "Am I my brother's keeper?" A painful answer that echoed through generations, the refusal to care, the refusal to take responsibility. God punished Cain, but he did not destroy him. He gave Cain a chance to face his own heart. Cain left, wandering far from his family, eventually building a city and raising children, and from him came a long line of descendants, people who grew stronger, faster, more skillful, but also colder, more violent, more distant from God. Meanwhile, Adam and Eve had another son, Seth. From Seth's family came people who still remembered God, still sought him, still believed in good. 2 paths began to spread across the world. One path of darkness and pride, and one path of humility and light. But as the years passed, humanity changed. Cities grew, people multiplied, and the world filled with corruption, not because it was created bad, but because people chose selfishness, hatred, cruelty. The Bible says God looked at humanity and saw that every intention of their heart was only evil, all the time. Imagine a world where kindness is mocked, where the weak are crushed, where violence becomes normal, where people no longer feel guilt or compassion. This is the world that was forming page by page, generation by generation. But in the middle of this spreading darkness, one man shone like a quiet flame in the night. His name was Noah. Noah lived with integrity in a world that had forgotten what that even meant. He walked with God when almost no one else did. He raised his family with honesty. He chose mercy over violence, patience over anger, and God saw him, and God spoke to him. God told Noah a truth that must have shaken him to the core, that the world had rotted through with evil, that humanity was destroying itself, and that it was time to wash the earth clean and begin again. But God would not erase everything. He would save what was still good. He would give life another beginning. And so, God gave Noah an extraordinary task to build a vast wooden ark, bigger than any ship the world had ever known. A vessel of salvation in a world collapsing into darkness. Noah was to gather his family, and 2 of every creature, to preserve the beauty and diversity God had created. For people around Noah, the idea must have seemed absurd. A man building a giant ship on dry land, day after day, year after year. But Noah kept going. He trusted, he listened, he obeyed. Because Noah understood something many others had forgotten. When God speaks, you build. And these pages 10 to 20 of the Bible reveal deep truths. Evil doesn't appear suddenly. It begins with small choices in the heart. God sees everyone, those who destroy and those who heal. Even when the world grows dark, someone always remains faithful. And through that one person, God can begin again. This is the story of humanity's early days, a story of brokenness, but also of hope, of mistakes, but also of second chances, and of a God who never gives up on his creation.